To this now, former Chief Justice Raymond Zondo is concerned by the impact of corruption on basic services. He was speaking earlier today at an anti-corruption conference in Johannesburg, hosted by the South African Council of Churches. Zondo says while efforts have been made to improve people's lives, deeply entrenched corruption needs to be addressed. Ziniko Mhlaba has been following this story and joins me now with more. Perhaps a bit of background first, Ziniko, to the conference itself, and of course what the former Chief Justice had to say.
Good afternoon, Bravi. Well, the context and the background of what inspired this conference are the recent allegations made by various individuals when it comes to exposing crime, and one of that being the KZN Provincial Commissioner General Mkhwanazi, and the organizers, which is the South African Council of Churches, did say that, well, that is one of the inspirations, and they felt as if it is up to them as the church to take an initiative to really speak out against corruption. But also what has been interesting is the fact that, well, the leaders of the churches did not only gather or organize this conference for themselves. They've invited various, stakeholders, crime and corruption fighting entities to be part and parcel of that. And one of those is the Office of the Public Protector. And Ms. Galega is joining me now to give us, the context of her conversation and her speech here, and what is it that she really, wanted to talk about and touch on. Public Protector, thank you very much for your time. You attended this conference in the context of various corruption conversations which have been taking place in the media space, but also in various corridors. From your perspective, is the noise that has been made on corruption charges, on corruption incidents in South Africa, being reflected by the reports that come through to your office?
Indeed, I mean, the theme around this conference really is how do we get different partnerships in order to fight corruption in our country in a broader sense. And yes, I mean, the Public Protector receives a lot of matters that we would have picked up even ourselves through the media, and some of them would have been reported to us by complainants, some who would have picked up those complaints from the media. So the media is a crucial partner for us as an institution. Even from the time during COVID, the PPE investigations were done, the hospital visits which we had done, the Enoch Mgijima matter, which was highly publicized through the media, which we've concluded and took remedial action. The Maibuye school in Tembisa is part of those matters. And there are many which are part of the system currently, which are still undergoing investigations, which we have picked up through the media.
The former Chief Justice, in his keynote address, mentioned the fact that South Africa needs functioning entities, entities such as the Public Protector, Auditor General. Do you think from that message and what has been said publicly, especially by people such as General Mkhwanazi, are something that worry you? Do you have the capacity to tackle those cases, and have any of those cases come through, especially relating to serious corruption involving high-profile individuals? Has any, evidence came through to your office, or even complaints in that regard?
Indeed, the complaints have come before our office. Our office is investigating those matters. We do have the capacity to investigate those matters internally. We do have the expertise. We've got the investigators. But also, the Public Protector has been provided with caravans, which basically enables us to dig further. As you know, some of the expertise many institutions in our countries do not have, such as cyber expertise and so forth, but we do have the capacity to procure those expertise. So the investigations are ongoing before us.
The issue of political interference, one of the things that came out of this conversation and discussion is that these institutions must not be compromised, cannot be influenced by political interference. How worried are you about that? And do you think maybe your office is immune from that, looking at everything that has been taking place?
I don't think the Public Protector in its current form can be manipulated or can be interfered with in any manner, we've got a case management system. So every work that happens within the institution goes onto the system. It's a digital system which is coded. But also, when you look at the processes which we embark on, the other systems that we've put in place, not even I, as the public protector, can determine how an investigation must go. Matters are not reported through me. There's a system through which those matters go, which is a digital system. There are investigators which are appointed not by me, and those investigators work into those matters, and they don't report directly to me. I am actually lost in the ecosystem of investigations within the public protector. So it is important that as we evolve as institutions, and leaders of institutions must build strong systems. And that was the first thing I did when I took over as the public protector, to protect the institution, but also to protect myself, because anything can happen. We've seen in the past what has happened in our country through state capture, but having strong governance and administrative systems is important, but also building resilient investigators through training, knowledge management is very important, and that is the work that we're embarking on as the public protector, centered around ethics.
Safety of your investigators, whistleblowing has been a topical issue as well here. Their safety, but also their vulnerability to being killed, losing their jobs. Have you picked up any of those symptoms from your own experience, from your own office, in terms of the risk that the people that are supposed to be fighting craft in the public space find themselves in a compromised position?
Indeed, it is them. We've put in place some systems as the public protector to protect our investigators. It is not enough. We're looking at security around the offices, but also those matters, removing them from those provinces where it is volatile, ensuring that they are investigated elsewhere, protecting the names of the investigators who are actually conducting the investigations. But at the end of the day, there can never be 100% security and mitigating factors that we put in place, but there is work that is being done around that.
Thank you very much, Public Protector, for your time there. That is Ms. Koleka Galega, the Public Protector of South Africa, just giving us her insights and the key message that she delivered here, but also talking about the issue of the safety of the investigators who are responsible for doing the work that they are meant to do, which is one of the things former Chief Justice spoke about, saying that we need functioning and institutions with integrity, including the Public Protector, Auditor General, but also the NPA, but also reflected on the state of the judiciary, saying that the current system, especially when it comes to appointments of judges, does open up the judiciary to a possible capture by politicians. So those are the conversations which have been taking place throughout the day here in Johannesburg.
Ziniko Mhlaba, who's been attending that conference, which, as he just said, was addressed by, among others, the Public Protector, but also the former Chief Justice Raymond Zondo.